Okay, so I've been thinking, about this Bilderberg New World Order situation. And let's say it does come to fruition. Worst case scenario, we're in it. It's a disaster. They're manufacturing these terrorist conflicts and selling guns to both sides, pinning the rebels who wish to maintain their freedom as the enemy, and using the military-industrial complex to make a lot of money in order to buy cool stuff that we all produce as the citizens. And this is a mess. Prices are inflated. We're all living like slaves, and they're exerting their global control. Well, here's the problem. There are a lot more of us than there are of them. Now, you might think, well, the police and these people, the military, are on their side, and so they're going to constrain us and force us into submission. But as we saw in I think it was Libya or Syria, this actually didn't happen. The military refused to fire missiles at the rebels. They didn't want to hurt the rebels. They supported them. They said, no, we're not going to kill innocent people who are against your regime, who want democracy and are strong of heart and will and vision and just want to live normal lives. And this is what they have to do, is fight to maintain it. They don't want to fight. They want to just do normal people stuff. Okay? Anyway, I think we'll see the same thing happening. Maybe not right away, but in the long term. It's a numbers game, and there are more people who are being oppressed than oppressors. And I think it's an emperor's new clothes scenario, where it only takes time for you to see through that illusion. The same way in a massive protest, million-man march, for example. We see this, in a reduced capacity, 1,000-man march, tens of thousand-man march, etc. And we see the police containing this somehow. There's very few of them. And if you watched an overhead video, you would see the people in a large mob, and the tiny little, squad of policemen come in with they're so scared, and they're covered in armor, and they have multiple weapons and all kinds of explosives, and gases, and masks and shields. Oh, please, we're so scared. Help us. This is the police, right? Police are terrified of the population. They're like, oh my God, I want to be covered in like a tank or something. I'm just so scared of them, right? But who's you watch the mob fleeing. Ah! Help! There's so many more of you. If you could see this from the top down, my God, just surround them. You could probably bludgeon them to death with your hands, your 10 digits. Just you could probably yell at them, and the force of the sheer oral force would overwhelm them. They wouldn't be able to think. There's too much noise, right? There's so many ways. My goodness. It's just a matter of time before you get pushed so many times and you start pushing back and go, I don't like this anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sick of it. Stop. Would you just stop? It's almost like we just need like a strong like maternal figure to come along to these people and just hit them over the head. What are you doing? What are you doing? You stop. You need to stop. That's what we need. We need like a global mother. They just go to your room. You're misbehaving. You stop it. No. Very calm. Just assertive. We need that. Men can't do it. I hate you. I'm gonna fight. Men don't know how to do that. There's too much like machismo energy. We need the woman to come in and calm, rooted in the earth, and say, just stop it. Mother Nature, I say no. And we will. We will see that. It takes time. And we're seeing it now. We're seeing it now. The feminine force is descending on the world, taking back the power. And then it will probably become the masculine again. We'll have to do this again, some other time, some other lifetime, different people doing the same thing. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Seems that way, though. My belief system I subscribe to, based on the facts that I know and the evidence that I can observe. Anyway. But I don't know if this is such a bad thing. I think it's bad in the short term. It seems scary. And the conspiracy videos are all very serious, with very serious music. And you feel like you're watching Nightmare on Elm Street times 10, or reading American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. And it's terrifying. You never should read it before bed. Please. For your own benefit, don't do it. Just take my word on that. Actually, don't read the book at all. I almost threw it twice. Okay, sorry. Digression. But, you know, maybe these Bilderberg gentlemen and the New World Order, or the conglomerate situation people, will actually lay this out for us. Look, the global society of socialist democracy is actually a good thing if it benefits all the people. So maybe we let them roll it out and do all the grunt work for us, set everything up the way they want it. The infrastructure is going to be the same. Then we just take the power. We take the power. And that happens like a flick of a light switch. Before you know it, it'll happen so quick you'll go, oh my god, I never knew that was so easy. My goodness. All we had to do is go over a certain threshold with our will, with our sheer desire, which, by the way, is a necessity. Like I said, you can only get pushed so far until your instincts kick in and you go, hey, fuck you. I exist also. Stop it. You're not more privileged than me. I'm a man. Which, you know, I use, well, you're a man or a woman, whatever. Don't get thrown off by that. But we need a word for, you know, I'm a human. There we go. I'm a person. There. Is that better? I'm a person. So are you. Cut the shit out. Sick of your shit. You got nothing to worry about. The people always win.